Hey there, boys and girls. We're going to be doing the Scorn of the Armor of Oppression with Zyrus this time. Same missions. Evoke 2 Espers more, use Limit Burst, defeat the Iron Giant within 30 turns. Fun trip. I took the same team that I took with Christine. No changes made to the team whatsoever, except we're using Zyrus now. Nicole here for MP region, mitigation, all kinds of good stuff. Luke's going to be our provoke cover tank. All your units need to be paralyzed immune. If you didn't watch any of my other videos and you're just watching this one, again, people complain because I use Fed too much, so I'm using Lid this time. She's a bare bones breaker. She's got 79% breaks. If you keep that in mind, so if you're using 74% breaks, you might need your units to be a little bit more tanky to survive. We're taking Aiden again as our healer. I love this unit. So awesome. Zyrus is going to be our damage unit this time. Lots of man-eater. I'm skirting pretty much the bare minimum right here with 10,000 hit points, 493 spirit. Just trying to get a kill really quick. Kill him before he kills us kind of thing. Trip's got a really nice Zyrus setup as well. 10,000 hit points, 500 spirit, 2,719 magic. He's got the man-eater that we need. A good build for Zyrus though, if you guys don't have like Elena's STMR. Or those Quinn TMs, is this Inari Broom. That's a very good STMR to get for Zyrus. Zyrus and me is having some trouble. Like I just don't like all the concessions that I have to make for him. I like my units to be a little bit more stupid proof because you know me. So we've got a preemptive defense and spirit buff that we've got to remove. Basically just for the first turn. Won't have time to do it after that. We'll get Aiden to take care of that. Another thing we'll do this the right way this time. We're going to get Zyrus to do his opener. We're going to do this elemental infiltration. That's going to give us an imperil, a couple living dangerously's, and then I want to use shadow because it looks cool. Let's do elemental infiltration, living dangerously, and a shadow. All right, we'll go ahead and get that dispel out of the way. Basically, so we can just do more damage to the boss. Every 20% the boss puts up that defense and spirit buff. Turn 1 is going to be a full cover turn by Galoof, so we don't have to worry about, you know, our Aiden or Zyrus is getting hit. I always get these units backwards. So tough on me. Dyslexia is real. We'll use Nicole's cooldowns, and we'll use Lid's cooldown break. There you go, 30% across the board. I'm sure you guys already knew that. So any element you want to do is fine with this guy. We're close to being able to summon an Esper. 2 goals I like to have for this turn is to get Galoof to summon an Esper and get Lid's limit burst off. We'll go ahead and use Zyrus's limit burst. The reason that we're doing this is to get access to more modifiers to his abilities, so it's really important to get Zyrus' stuff going on. We got our limit burst filled that we wanted, we got our Esper that we wanted, and we'll get Aiden to give us stop protection, basically. I could use a barrier here, but I don't think we're in, you know, too big a danger of dying. Lakshmi's going to heal us up. With Nicole, I want to use these 2 buffs just pretty much for the passive region that they give. One thing I regretted with the majority of my clears on this boss is I pushed him too fast. Basically on turn 3 or turn 3 I got him below 50%, so you never see a dispel. So if you, like I said, if you're lacking a little bit of damage, like you're probably taking a dispel. I hope I said something about it. You're probably taking a dispel from the boss that I'm not showing in one of my other clears, and we're going to get it. We're going to get it out of the way this time. Another annoying thing with Zyrus is how much MP this Magus ability takes. If we can quad it off, we're going to use it and a couple shadows. If our friend unit can do the same thing, it's no big deal if you can't. Just you know, use all the shadow nukes you can. Fortunately, Trip's got us covered here. Go ahead and send that off. Pretty good damage. You know, we pushed below. It's kind of tough. It's tough on this boss. We pushed below 80%, so the boss is going to buff his defense and spirit. So the next turn that we nuke him, he's going to have those buffs up, and I can't do anything about it. just the way it is. We'll get Aiden, Zyrus up with some MP. Not a whole lot going on right here for Nicole. He can do about whatever he wants. We'll just have Galoof recover. Like I said, we're going to be taking a Dispel this turn, so you know what we do isn't that important. And it's like I said, if you don't have Aiden to just throw all the MP back on Zyrus there, I mean you could double MP with Nicole. You can do whatever you can do with your healer to get some MP back. Lid can do some MP right there, so I feel like it's probably okay for most people to get a big quad off this next turn. So we're going to take a meteor. Near the end of this, you'll see that right there, the pressure is tightening. That's an indication that you got dispelled. Another way to know that if you got dispelled in this fight is if your units have this attack and defense debuff. That pretty much tells you got dispelled. Another thing that got me a few times with this, if you're using Galoof, he always has this passive damage reduction. So if you're looking to check your buffs, make sure you don't check damage reduction on him, because he'll fool you. Since we took that Dispel, we want to reapply our damage mitigation, and I guess we'll just do an MP recovery with Zyrus. Oh, I wish I'd quit resizing that window. With Zyrus, we're going to quad. Another tip I can give you with Zyrus, watch this elemental infiltration debuff cooldown. If it has one turn left, you need to use the other cooldown to extend your quad, assuming that he hasn't died. We got 2 turns left on that, so we can just keep on trucking. Another awesome thing about Aiden, we took that Dispel, so we lost all of our stats. Theoretically Nicole could put them back, but Aiden has some really nice buffs right here that he can give us. Let's just go ahead and throw up a barrier this turn too. Just kind of protect our units best we can. We need to limit burst with Lid this turn. Get that out of the way. And we need to recover with Galoof since we took that Dispel. And we'll get Nicole to give us that MP. Region and mitigation buff. As you can see, we put a lot of damage into the boss. 30-something% right there on turn 4. Pressure's overwhelming. That is a MP drain. We've got Galoof's limit burst ready. Probably use it this turn. Nicole's mitigation lasts 3 turns. Galoof's lasts 4 turns. We shouldn't see another Dispel for a little while, so we should be fine. It's nice that we got our limit burst with Aiden right here. I want to go back and watch this video and see how many times I said those backwards. With Zyrus, we've got to triple cast the Shadow and then 1 weakness exploitation. 3 weakness exploitation. Go ahead and LB with Galoof. Alright, send that off. We've got 2 turns on our breaks with Lid. Let's do an MP recovery with her. Nicole can do limit burst here. If you don't have his limit burst, you're fine. Buffs, whatever you want to do with Nicole right there. You can do buffs, you can do MP, region, whatever. Lots of damage. Probably take 1 more meteor, I think. This is the one that's really going to hurt. Got our boys pretty low. If you saw that little lightning bolt go off, that tells us that the boss buffed himself attacking magic. Now, we could Dispel with Aiden here. I'm going to have Galoof do it. It's another handy thing that he can do. Go ahead and Dispel that attack and magic buff off. We'll break with Fid, and it works out nice. We arrived here when we did, because with Zyrus, we needed to reapply this in peril anyway, so we'll go ahead and get that. And it might even be a wise decision to guard your Zyruses. We're going to take a bunch of damage this time. With Aiden, I want to use his other cooldown. Fully restore hit points, activate a 3k barrier for all allies. That's so awesome. And then I want to do reduce physical damage. That out. Again, it's pretty much a free turn for Nicole. Do some buffs. Alright, let's send this off, see what kind of damage we get. Worst case scenario is our Zyruses die this turn, and you know, maybe we'll get them next turn. Lots of damage in right there. This sword, depending on how it goes out, it's not provocable. You can't do anything about it. It's just a physical attack that goes out. Some physical AoEs. I think we take 2 of them. And then we're going to take a magic. 1 more meteor. And it's just a brutal ass turn. So since we had the re-raise from Zyrus, or Aiden, we was able to survive that easily. You know, because we're pushing this so fast, there's not a whole lot of ways around that. You know, we had our good breaks on the boss. Maybe if we would have took a unit like Edgar, they would have been safer. That's fine though. We'll prepare like we're going to make sure he's got it. Yeah, he needs to recover this turn. We would be kind of in a pickle right here because he had to cover this turn, so our Zyruses don't have a general mitigation. But I think they should be fine to kill right here. They lost all their stacks. That's really unfortunate. Nicole can throw out... He might have... Let's get that. Let's check his cooldown. He's got 1 turn on his cooldowns. That's unfortunate. We're going to go for the kill right here, though. If he's not this close to dying, and you think you're going to have to take it to another turn, go ahead and get some general mitigation up right here. I think we're going to do it. Here we go. Go big or go home, Zyrus. Hey, we got it. Nice. So 7 turns, a little bit more volatile of a clear. I think it probably would have been better if I would have geared a little bit more defensively with Zyrus for this one. Maybe he could have survived all that. I mean, we had general mitigation, we had the physical mitigation. We didn't have a form of magic mitigation for this comp, but that's okay. Probably could have survived that turn if I would have planned it out a little bit better. Trip built exactly what I asked for, so I appreciate you, Trip, for setting that unit. Tragic sent me a Zyrus. DJ Mess sent me some Zyruses. I appreciate all you guys that set friend units for me to test out on these fights. He works good. I think for me, though, personally, I like Christine better. I like how tanky she is, because I mean, she had 2 freaking killers on, had like what, 12,000 hit points, 11,000 hit points, and a bunch of spirit. It's really good. The only downside to Christine is she's like ice. Zyrus has got some more elements. Obviously, if dragons are in play, Zyrus is going to do a whole bunch of damage. Just, you know, it's whatever. It's hard to really figure like which one's best. I mean, I guess the best one's the one you got, right? Hope you guys liked the video. Like I said, if you didn't check out the Christine video, check it out for some comparison. I thought it was fun. I thought it was cool that both units got the boss killed in roughly the same amount of turns. Have a good rest of the week. Toodaloo.